Okay, so we all have our favorite books, right? Well, if you don't, you should definitely find one soon. And lucky for y'all, I'm gonna be sharing my favorite comfort read with you today. So let's dive into it. Hey guys, welcome back to Booking It with Liv. I'm Liv, your book bestie, and today we're going to be talking about New Moon by Stephenie Meyer, aka the second book in the Twilight Saga. And let me just say that this book gets way more hate than it deserves. So going into it, I knew people who called this book boring because, well, you know, Edward wasn't in there much. Therefore, I expected to struggle with it, but instead I ended up appreciating it a whole lot more than I thought I would. Now, is the pacing slower? Absolutely. There are definitely moments that linger just a tad bit longer than they need to, and Bella's emotional spiral can start to feel very repetitive, but I think that's intentional. You're just supposed to sit there with her grief and loneliness, even when it's uncomfortable. And then there's Jacob. Whether you're Team Edward, Team Jacob, or Team Everybody needs therapy, it is hard to deny that Jacob brings so much warmth to this story. His friendship with Bella feels genuine, and he adds a completely different energy than what we saw in Twilight. Their dynamic gives the book a sense of hope during some of its darkest moments. What I love most about this book is that it slows everything down. So instead of the non-stop action or romance, it focuses on Bella trying to figure out who she is after she loses someone that she thought she could never live without. It is emotional, messy, and even frustrating at times, but that makes it feel incredibly human. Watching her slowly piece herself back together made Bella feel even more real than she did in the first book. I honestly think New Moon is one of the most misunderstood, if not the only one in the Twilight Saga. It is often overshadowed because it's quieter than the others, but that is exactly what makes it special. It's less about vampires and more about healing, identity, friendship, and learning that life doesn't completely stop after heartbreak. If you've been avoiding this one because of its reputation, I'd say to give it another chance. You might be surprised by how much there is to appreciate. Well, that's all I have for y'all today, so make sure you check out New Moon by Stephenie Meyer, and while you're at it, check out the whole Twilight Saga. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Booking It with Liv. So until next time, zaijian!